I just watched the Fnaf movie and oh boy, it was a crazy one. Just a disclaimer, this video will have spoilers at a certain point, but I'll let you know when we get there, and until then, it is mostly spoiler free. And I say mostly because if you don't want to know anything about the movie, then I would recommend watching it first and then coming back. Now, to be able to rank this movie, I'll be splitting it into 4 categories. How scary it is, how enjoyable the movie was, the overall story, and finally the comedy of the movie. Not in that order though. Starting off with how scary it is. And honestly, I didn't really think it was that scary, besides the jump scares, which did spook me a bit. But personally, I think jump scares is a pretty lame way to get a stare out of people, but to be fair, it made sense there was jump scares since like this franchise was built off of it. What, did you think I was gonna jump scare you? Anyways, my final rating on how scary it was is a 5.5 out of 10. Now moving on to the comedy of the movie, which, without saying any spoilers, there were some pretty funny parts of the movie, and I honestly did enjoy myself at most of those funny parts, which is why I'm going to rank it a 6 out of 10. Now moving on to the enjoyability of the movie. Honestly, after seeing some reviews before watching this movie, I was getting worried I was not going to enjoy it at all. But to be honest, I really enjoyed it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can understand why people wouldn't enjoy it, but personally, I thought it was really good with how the characters were, how they filmed it, etc. Which is why I decided to give the enjoyability of this movie a 8.5 out of 10. Which then leaves the last category, how good the story was, which will have some spoilers because like it's hard to talk about the story of the movie without any spoiling, so stick to this time if you don't want any spoilers of the movie. Oh boy, the story. I also saw some reviews about how the story was pretty bad, and I kinda get that because I kinda got the feeling that if you didn't have prior Fnaf knowledge, you might not know what's happening, but I do have prior Fnaf knowledge, and I thought the story was pretty cool. I really enjoyed the dreams Mike had of his childhood, and that was one of my favorite parts of the movie, including the ending of the movie with William Afton and the animatronics was very cool. So I thought the story was overall pretty good, which gives the story a 7.5 out of 10 for me. Overall, I thought the Fnaf movie was pretty good, and I really enjoyed the Easter eggs of the movie, which I would say here, but I'm pretty sure if you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyways, my final ranking of the Fnaf movie is a 9 out of 10. Hopefully there will be a second movie, and if you watch this far, please consider subscribing for more Fnaf content. It only takes a second. Goodbye!